Hello, welcome guys. Today is 26th of November. We are back here again with another challenge, and in this challenge, we need to find the longest substring. Oh, whenever I hear the word substring, I'm like, this must be a DP problem, but this one wasn't. With at least k repeating characters. What does it mean that if I'm giving a string, let's say the same example as A, the longest length of that substring will be triple A, because k is equals to 3 and the number of repeating characters must be 3. So b can't be present there because it's just repeating twice. If we add another b here, if it's triple A triple b, then the longest string will be of size 6. So simple. How do we proceed? Do we start with 0 and count all the occurrence of the numbers? See, one thing must be clear, that we are dealing with duplicate elements, so a map is must in this question. So we need to know the total count of A or total count of B till total count of 26th, that is Z, 26th element. Okay, so what we are going to do here is, firstly we'll store just the count, then we'll think of some logic. I've stored till here, I've stored the count of each and every element. Now let's think of a logic. I need to break this array. Of course, what must be the breaking point? The breaking point of this array can be, let's in the first case, can be p, because I know the count of p is only 2, it is 1 less than 3, so it can't be present in the sub array that we are going to return, or it must not be included in the sub array. So we break this array here at the third index. Now we check if any character in the first subarray is a character which has a count less than 3, or we check in the right subarray if there is any character which has a count less than 3. If this condition is not met, we find our array. So how do we go about doing it? Because it's a recursive function, we'll what we do is we start with the start, end with the end. First the start is 0 and the end is the last index of the array. Then what we do is we store these characters in a map, hash map, in any map. I'm using just another array to map the count of the alphabets here. Then what we do is we again start with start till the end, and we check if the element at that ith index is less than the count. If it is, then we need to break. If it's not, then we don't need to do nothing. So let's take this example. It won't run here either, not here. At 2 we realize that at 2 it will. So at b, at b, which is 0 1 2 3, at 3 we are here, I equals to 3, we get into this loop, and what we do is from 0 to I we write this function, we call this function again. And for this, from 4 to 5 we call this function again. In this call from 0 to 3, what we find out is we return L, and what length here is, length is nothing but the length of the subarray. It is right minus left. So in this loop we won't be going here, because this if statement will never be heard, because all are A and all are greater than K, or the count of A's every time is greater than K. So we'll come to this return statement and we'll return end minus start. In this case it would be 3 minus 0, we'll return 3. In the second call, what we'll do is we will have another call for just one element, that is b, and for just last element, that is b. So this will return 0, and this statement after it is called again will return 0 and 0. and again 0, so right almost every time remains 0 and left remains 3, and hence 3 is returned. If you don't understand this, I'll highly suggest you try solving a lot of examples before jumping on to solving a problem. If you do it, you will find that what you do is you firstly count the number of alphabets, count the occurrence of that alphabet, and then you pick that out. Because in this case, if I would never include C. The same thing we are doing here is we don't want to include C because the count of C is 1. It is simple, it is easy. This problem I was a medium problem. If you know the concepts, you can easily solve this problem. And meet you tomorrow again. Sayonara.